So Binance Coin BNB just recently broke out of this downsloping supply line and is right now sort of testing this previous resistance as support. So in this video guys, we will for the first time take a look at Binance Coin, a ticker symbol BNB. We will as always do a price prediction and technical analysis. We will be taking a look at multiple time frames and try to figure out some very important levels to pay attention to on the upside, but also take a look at the bearish scenario and what to pay attention to on the downside. So if you think that sounds interesting, make sure to pay attention during the whole video, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. And real quick before we start here, I just want to mention that if you guys are interested in more similar content, add a technical analysis on, for example, Binance Coin, Cardano, VeChain and more, then don't hesitate to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And also guys, if you hit that blue like button, that would be really awesome. It really helps out the community, but it also helps the YouTube algorithm to push out more Binance Coin videos to more people. So guys, a like would be so awesome. Also, if you feel in the mood today, you can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram. My name is MindMathMoney on both, and I'm trying to stay very active. Last but not least, I have to give a disclaimer. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video is financial advice. And to start this video off, we can just recap here real quick. So if you look back here to around February, you can see the previous high here. After that one, we were consolidating here for a while in a sort of wedge looking structure. However, here around March, late March, we broke out and saw a really parabolic move here to the upside, and we printed an all-time high here at around 640 US dollars. However, just recently we have been seeing a sort of phase here to the downside. This is also probably a consolidation phase where we have been seeing, sellers stepping up multiple times here at this downsloping white line that we will take a closer look at later on in this video. If we just zoom in here and take a look at the most recent candles, you can see that the last couple of days we have been seeing some, bearish candles slightly to the downside here. Yesterday we saw a pretty strong force to the downside. However, we did see buyers stepping up at this zone in between around 410 and 430, which is another key level that we will look at more closely later in this video. But we can see here, we did see buyers stepping up and buyers managed to push the price back up here. And right now, as I am speaking, Binance Coin is trading up around 6%, and we are sort of struggling with this downsloping line. However, this 6% gain is pretty strong if you compare with the crypto market overall. Most altcoins are down today. We, for example, see Cardano minus 3.5%, VeChain minus 7%, Ethereum minus 1.2%. So if we take that into account, we are still seeing a pretty strong day here in my opinion. And now we switch to the 4-hour time frame. And one thing I do want to point out here is that if we look from sort of this low to this low, we can think of this as a higher low, two pretty clear lows here in my opinion. And you can see from there to there, price was making a higher low, right? So we can mark this with a purple line. But if you take a look at the RSI, you can see that the RSI prints a much lower low. And the same thing is true for the MACD. We see a much lower low on the MACD. So when the price prints a higher low, but both the oscillators, both the RSI and the MACD prints a lower low, then we have a hidden bullish divergence implying continuation to the upside. And we also saw this bounce at this, pretty key zone right here. So very nice to see, the bulls stepping up after this hidden bullish divergence here for Binance Coin. But alright guys, so now I think we're ready to take a look at some key support and resistance levels. But before doing that, I just want to mention a few things. The first thing I do want to point out here is that guys, please be aware of bot accounts and scammers in the comments. We have, this problem we have all over crypto YouTube, and we have people copying my profile picture and name trying to scam you guys. So always look out for this gray thing around my name. If that gray thing is not there, then it's not the real me. So please be careful guys, and never give anyone your information in the YouTube comments. I can also just mention here, a lot of you guys are asking, I'm getting this question pretty much every video, what trading software am I using? And I use a program called TradingView. And if you want to, I have a link for you guys. You can see both in the pinned comment and also in the description. And you can use that link to sign up for TradingView. It's for free and their free version is very good. But if you use this link and then later on decide to get a pro or premium version, then I will get a small commission and you can get up to a $30 bonus. So please make sure to check that link out and sign up if you want to get started here with TradingView. But alright, now let's get back into the charts. Alright, so what are some key levels I'm paying attention to for Binance Coin BNB here on the upside? And the first sort of major level I'm looking out for is actually all the way up here at around 640, the sort of all-time high. So this level comes from, it's very simple, it comes from the all-time high we printed here on April 12th at around 640. Let's switch to the daily time frame here real quick. And what happens if the bulls actually manage to break this all-time high to the upside? Well, then I have a level all the way up at around 771. And where does that level come from? Well, I got this level. What I did was that I used our Fibonacci tool here. So I used our Fibonacci anchored from the swing high right to the swing low. And we can see that our 1.618 fib extension is exactly here at 771. So this 771 level is definitely one I'm paying attention to here going forward for Binance Coin. And if you are really bullish, I have another level for you guys, and that level might be significant depending on how the new technical data looks if we eventually go up there. But if the bulls breaks both of these to the upside, then we have the 2.618 level, right? So swing high to swing low, the 2.618 is almost up at exactly 1000. And as you know, when we have nice and clean sort of numbers in trading, we usually call that psychological resistance. So what that means is that traders tend to pay a bit more attention to numbers such as 500, 1000 and so on and so on. So this is a level I'm paying attention to, and the 1000 level is at this 2.618 extension. So that makes it a bit more significant in my opinion. But how about the downside? What levels am I paying attention to on the downside here? Well, let's switch here to the 4-hour time frame real quick. And the first level, or this is more of a zone, and this is the zone in between around 430 and 410. Where do I derive this level from? Well, you can see here buyers pretty much 3 times right here stepped up at this 430 level. You can see 1, 2, 3. So we did see some buyers stepping up right there. And if we look a bit left here, you can see that here on April 7 at 410 US dollars, we did see, sellers stepping up. And we also got a lot of, reaction here on April 9 around there. So this was a level that acted previously as resistance. We broke this one to the upside and we flipped previous resistance to then act as support. So that is a very common principle in trading, that we flip resistance to become support. But what happens if the sellers manage to break below this one? Well, then we have another level here at around 346 US dollars. And why do I think this one might be important? Well, first of all, you can see right here, this was at around April 3rd. We did see lots of resistance at this level. And why did we see resistance right here? Well, if we look a bit left, you can see that this was pretty much exactly the old all-time high. So this one, old all-time high, historic significance. We saw this one as resistance once again here. So if the sellers manage to push the price down, this is the level I'm paying attention to. And if both of these breaks to the downside, well, then it starts to look really bearish here. I don't really see any too clear support levels in this area. Maybe one could argue here that we have some sort of possible support here at around 310, but not too significant in my opinion. But alright guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you feel like you got any kind of help or value, then please consider dropping a like. And if you guys are interested in more similar content, then don't hesitate to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope I will catch you in the next video. But for now guys, take care. Ciao ciao.